guys, and welcome back again to another episode on the Nissan D21. But this time we are gonna be doing some diagnostic on the engine because it's running really funny. We're gonna check the computer and we're gonna check the codes, and hopefully we can try to figure out what's wrong with it. First off, we're gonna start by removing the passenger seat because the computer is right under it. So let's take up the seat and figure out what the code says.
My blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head.
This is the service manual that I have. Is the Chilton Nissan, and this one is for the 1970 to 1988, and it's a repair manual. This one is being really helpful to me because it basically tells you everything about these trucks. And as far as this part is this self-diagnostic system, you guys can check all the flashes and the code numbers that this has. I'm gonna start doing that and start counting the flashes. So here's the procedure that we need to do, and it's basically inspection start the engine, warm up to normal engine operating temperature, and it's going there. So I'm just waiting here probably like for 2-3 minutes, warming her up so we can start checking the computer. Just keep in mind, it needs to be at normal temperature condition, and you guys can hear it sounds good for the most part, but then whenever you're driving it and already like racing up into speed, I mean it kind of like bugs. Let's go ahead and start the procedure. Okay. Here we have the ECU, or the computer, however you want to call it. And this computer is basically like a self-diagnostic kind of thing. It has like a setting for you to come and check for codes that will tell you what's wrong with it, and that's because these trucks weren't made for the OBD2, where you can just plug the scanner and find out like what code and what the problem is and try to solve it, right? This is a self-diagnostic kind of ECU. So we're gonna activate it, and we're gonna try to see the blinks of the red lights, the red light and the green light that you see over here. That will actually tell you, I mean, what's wrong with the ECU or the system of the truck. It is basically gonna start blinking either the red light or the green light, and then you're gonna have to count them and see what the number is at the end. You know, as many flashes that either the red or the green light does, that's gonna count as a number. The first one is the red one, and then the green one. So you're definitely gonna need to use like a little piece of paper and a pen to kind of like be counting the flashes on the lights. And then we're gonna try to figure out with the service manual that we have, and try to decode the numbers. But just for you guys, whoever doesn't know how to do this, it's basically some help to kind of end up fixing you guys' truck, because it's not hard at all. It's just like kind of annoying trying to take off the seat and that kind of stuff. But at the end, I hope that this works and solves my issue, because I mean, seems like it's burning a lot of fuel, and seems like it's not steady sometimes. So the idle, I mean, it's bad also. So we'll see. Let's try to start the procedure and start counting the flashes on the thing. Okay, it says in here to turn the ignition on. There you go. Check these lights, they're turning on. Checked. Now we are gonna put the switch into the on position. It should be on off position right now, and you're gonna have to use some type of screwdriver or something to try to get the little pin that is inside. But you turn it on, there you go. So you're gonna start seeing these little lights flash, and that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 1 2 1 2 3 there's 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 2 1 2 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, let's stop there. And as you guys can see, I have all those markings over here already. So as you guys can see, this is 1, this one's 3, so that means it's 13 code. So which one is 13 code on the book that we have? And this is for the 6-cylinder, I believe. Let me go back, and there you go. Okay, 13 code means temperature. Where is that? Water temperature sensor. Okay, we can write it over here. Water temp sensor. Okay, let's go with the next one. That one's 2 and 3, which is 23, right? We have 23 on the idle switch, and we can write it in here. Idle switch. Okay, we continue with the codes. We got 2 and 4, which is 24. We got 24 for the neutral and clutch inhibitor switch. I guess clutch inhibitor switch. We got 4 and 2. We got 42. And then we got 42 over here, which is the throttle sensor. Throttle sensor. And then we got 13 again, and then we got 23 again. And that's basically because the cycle continues on the computer. I mean, it will tell you all these codes, and it's gonna go back in circles telling you, I mean, which code it is, right? So we got the codes now. If we want to erase the codes, it says to turn the ignition off, and then 2 seconds later you can turn the computer off, which you just flip the switch over here, basically. There you go, and that's it. We have the Z24 engine, right, which it will tell you right here, right at the bottom, Z24. Those are all the codes. But guess what? Right on the other side of the page, it has all the procedure that we just did, and basically all the codes, the malfunction circuit, and probably the solution. Guess what? My codes are code number 13, which is the temperature sensor, and code 23, which is the idle switch, and code 42, which is the throttle sensor. Okay, 13, let's see, let's find code number 13, which is this one right here. Okay, it's just the temperature sensor. We just need to change the temperature sensor, and hopefully that code is not going to come back anymore, right? Now we go to code 23, and it's basically over here. Code 23, car idle switch circuit is malfunctioning. And see what it shows you in here? It shows you that little box in the back of the carburetor, right? Okay, now we go to code number 42, and that code will actually highlight that same part. So that means we have an issue with that sensor, which is the I think is the throttle positioning sensor or something like that. The code number 24, we got it sitting here, and this code I believe is for the neutral or something like that relay. I noticed on the truck they have a jump relay. They just put a piece of wire on that relay, so I'm assuming it's because of that. But let me show you guys the parts that I actually already ordered from Rock Auto, and I've just been holding them in here. These are the parts that I already ordered, because like I told you, I mean, I already went through all these, right? So this is the throttle positioning sensor. It goes behind the carburetor, and it's basically controlling the throttle on the D21. So we're gonna try to install this thing, and hopefully we solve that code. The other sensor that we have is the temperature sensor. I got this other little part over here, which is this one, and that one it says same thing, temperature sensor. Is the part number TX18, temperature sensor. And then for the throttle positioning sensor, that one is the FT105060. But like I said, I mean, I chose the cheapest ones, and you can always go there, and they're gonna have multiple options for it. So let me try to install the parts first, and then we can recheck the computer and see if it's still throwing these codes. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna continue working with the temperature sensor, and that one it's basically right at the bottom where we install the thermostat. This one right here, that's the temperature sensor. We're probably gonna have a little bit of a leak of antifreeze, but I don't think it's gonna be that much. We're gonna try to put it quick. As you guys can see, I already installed the throttle body position sensor, something like that. I took it to work today, and it's definitely solving the problem about the truck bugging. Like whenever you're driving it, it's I mean the idling, I mean it's good now. I mean